Have you ever wondered why you keep waking up 2, 3, even 4 times a night to use the bathroom even though you think you're eating healthy? Here's the surprising truth. Some fruits you believe are good for you may actually be making your nighttime bathroom trips worse. And it happens so gradually you might never connect the dots. Nighttime urination or nocturia isn't just an inconvenience. For people over 65, it can lead to poor sleep, higher fall risk, and even heart strain. And while your doctor might talk about fluid intake or medication, very few mention the silent role your fruit choices can play. Today, I'm going to show you 5 fruits you should eat to prevent nighttime urination, and 5 fruits you should avoid. These are simple changes you can make starting tonight, changes that could help you sleep longer and wake up feeling more rested. But before we get started, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching this video from and what time is it right now? Leave your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoy this kind of health tip, hit the subscribe button. Or if you don't, go ahead and give the video a like anyway. Now, let's get into it. Why your evening diet might be behind those nighttime bathroom trips. Nocturia is the medical term for waking up 1 or more times during the night to urinate, and it's more common than many realize. Among Americans, over 60 studies suggest that more than half experience this disruption regularly. For some, it's once a night. For others, it can be every 2 hours, turning restful sleep into a series of short naps. Over time, this doesn't just leave you tired. It can affect balance, memory, and even heart health. Many people chalk it up to just getting older, but age is only part of the story. Your bladder, kidneys, and a remarkable hormone called antidiuretic hormone or ADH all work together to keep you from needing to urinate overnight. ADH signals your kidneys to produce less urine while you sleep, allowing your bladder to rest and your body to focus on repair. In younger years, this system hums along quietly, but with age, the bladder can become more sensitive. The kidneys can process fluids differently, and ADH levels can dip. That's when small triggers like what you eat or drink start to matter a lot more. Foods, especially certain fruits, can subtly influence how much urine your body makes and how quickly your bladder fills. High water fruits can flood the system late in the day. Others, high in natural sugars or acids, can irritate the bladder lining, making it send full signals too soon. Even healthy choices can work against you if the timing is wrong, pulling you out of deep sleep to answer nature's call. This is where your late afternoon and evening eating habits come into play. Imagine a typical day. You might snack on watermelon after dinner, or enjoy a glass of orange juice before bed, thinking you're doing your body good. Yet those very choices could be setting up a restless night. The truth is, by adjusting the types of fruit you eat and when you eat them, you can often reduce nighttime urination significantly. It's not about giving up everything you enjoy. It's about making small, smart swaps that fit your body's needs now. In the next part, we'll look at which fruits can help you sleep through the night and which ones might be quietly keeping you up. 5 fruits you should eat to help reduce nocturia. Fruit you should eat. Number 1. Cherries. Cherries may be small, but they carry an impressive package of nutrients that can be especially valuable for older adults. They are rich in vitamins C and A, along with a range of antioxidants that protect your cells from damage over time. What makes cherries stand out, though, is their natural content of melatonin, the same hormone your body produces to signal that it's time to sleep. For someone struggling to stay asleep through the night, especially if you're waking often to use the bathroom, that gentle boost to your melatonin levels can help you drift off more easily and return to sleep more quickly. Imagine replacing a restless night with a deeper, more continuous rest simply by making a small change to what you eat in the evening. Beyond supporting better sleep, cherries also have a remarkable ability to calm inflammation, particularly in the urinary tract and bladder. As we age, even mild inflammation in these areas can make the bladder more sensitive, sending those urgent signals long before it's truly full. Cherries contain compounds called anthocyanins, powerful plant pigments that not only give the fruit its deep red color, but also work to reduce inflammatory responses in delicate tissues. In studies, regular cherry consumption has been linked to fewer flare-ups of bladder irritation and lower uric acid levels, which is good news for both bladder comfort and joint health. Think of it as a quiet behind-the-scenes helper, reducing the background noise in your urinary system so you can enjoy more peaceful nights. For the best results, timing and portion matter. A reasonable serving for most older adults is about 1 cup of fresh cherries, or roughly 150 grams in the early evening. Eating them about 1 to 2 hours before bed allows your body to absorb the melatonin and anti-inflammatory compounds in time for your natural bedtime. You might rinse them, remove the pits, and keep them in a small bowl while you watch your favorite evening program. The sweetness satisfies a dessert craving without the blood sugar spike of other treats, and the fiber helps your digestion, which in turn eases abdominal pressure on your bladder. If fresh cherries aren't in season, frozen cherries without added sugar are a great alternative, and they still deliver most of the same benefits. Just remember to avoid cherry juice late at night, as the concentrated sugars and extra fluid can undo some of the advantages. There is one important caution though, and it's worth mentioning for your safety. Cherries are relatively high in a substance called oxalate, which can contribute to the formation of certain types of kidney stones in people who are prone to them. If you have a history of kidney stones, especially calcium oxalate stones, you should check with your healthcare provider before adding cherries to your routine. In some cases, moderation is enough, perhaps enjoying them a few times a week instead of nightly. It's all about making this choice fit your unique health profile, so you gain the benefits without creating new risks. By choosing cherries wisely, right amount, right timing, you can take a simple, delicious step toward better sleep and fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom. It's a small change, but for many older adults, it's one that brings back a sense of control over the night, and that can make all the difference in how you feel each morning. Fruit you should eat. Cuscus, blueberries. Blueberries are more than just a tasty addition to your breakfast. They are one of the most concentrated sources of anthocyanins in the fruit world. These natural plant pigments give blueberries their deep blue color and have been shown to protect the lining of blood vessels throughout your body. For older adults, this matters greatly because healthy blood vessel walls help maintain steady blood flow to the bladder and reduce unwanted sensitivity. A calmer bladder means fewer urgent trips to the bathroom, especially at night. Anthocyanins also reduce low-grade inflammation in urinary tissues, helping prevent that uncomfortable full feeling even when your bladder isn't full. By supporting the small blood vessels in the bladder wall, blueberries can quietly improve both comfort and control. The benefits don't stop there. Blueberries are loaded with antioxidants that protect your cells from oxidative stress, the gradual wear and tear that accelerates with age. This is particularly important for the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, which filter your blood around the clock. When these vessels remain strong and elastic, your kidneys can regulate fluid balance more effectively, meaning less excess urine production at night. Blueberries also help improve nitric oxide availability, which supports healthy circulation in every organ, including those vital to your urinary health. Many older adults notice that as circulation improves, swelling in the feet and legs decreases, and the urge to urinate during the night is reduced. It's a quiet but meaningful change that can make mornings feel less groggy and more energetic. Incorporating blueberries into an evening meal or snack is simple and satisfying. One easy option is to mix half a cup of fresh blueberries into a small bowl of Greek yogurt about 2 hours before bed. The yogurt adds protein to help keep blood sugar steady, while the blueberries deliver their anthocyanin and antioxidant benefits. You could also sprinkle a handful over a spinach salad at dinner, or blend them into a smoothie with almond milk for a light digestion-friendly evening treat. If fresh berries aren't available, frozen ones work just as well. Just make sure they're unsweetened. Eating them earlier in the evening rather than right before bedtime allows your body to process the natural sugars without overloading your bladder overnight. These small, thoughtful adjustments in timing and pairing can help you enjoy the flavor while maximizing the benefit to your sleep and urinary comfort. For those living with diabetes, blueberries can still be part of a healthy routine, but portion size and pairing are important. While they are lower in sugar than many fruits, they do contain natural sugars that can impact blood glucose levels if eaten in large amounts. Sticking to a half-cup serving and combining them with a protein or healthy fat can help slow the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. Monitoring your blood glucose response after adding blueberries to your evening snack can give you a clearer picture of how your body handles them. And remember, the goal isn't to avoid fruit entirely, it's to choose varieties and amounts that work for your unique needs, so you gain the health benefits without unintended side effects. By making blueberries a regular, well-timed part of your diet, you're not only supporting your bladder and kidneys, you're also giving your whole body a boost in resilience. Over time, these small, intentional choices add up to nights of deeper rest, fewer interruptions, and mornings when you feel more in control of your day. That's a reward worth savoring one handful at a time. Fruit you should eat. Number 3. Pears. Pears are a gentle, nourishing fruit that can quietly work in your favor when it comes to controlling nighttime urination. They are rich in soluble fiber, which plays a key role in regulating fluid balance in the body. This type of fiber helps your system absorb water more gradually, avoiding sudden shifts that can send you running to the bathroom. For older adults whose fluid regulation may already be less efficient, that steady control can make a real difference at night. Pears also provide a moderate dose of natural sugars without the spikes caused by some sweeter fruits, supporting steadier energy and less strain on the kidneys. It's a subtle but powerful way to help your body handle hydration with more balance. Another reason pears are so well suited for evening consumption is their naturally low acidity. Unlike citrus fruits or pineapples, pears don't irritate the bladder lining, which can be particularly sensitive in older age. A calmer bladder means fewer false urgent signals that wake you during the night even when the bladder isn't truly full. For those who already experience mild bladder inflammation, pears offer a soothing alternative that delivers hydration without triggering discomfort. This gentleness is one of the reasons pears are often recommended for people recovering from bladder infections or managing chronic urinary sensitivity. You can think of them as a peacekeeping fruit, hydrating, nourishing, and non-irritating. When it comes to timing, pears fit easily into a light evening-friendly routine. Eating a ripe pear about 1 to 2 hours before bedtime allows your body to digest it comfortably before you lie down while still letting the soluble fiber work to stabilize fluid balance overnight. A simple preparation is to slice a pear and pair it with a tablespoon of unsalted almond butter. This adds healthy fats and protein, slowing sugar absorption and keeping you feeling satisfied. Another option is to dice a pear into small pieces and mix it into a small serving of plain Greek yogurt for a soft, digestion-friendly snack. The yogurt adds probiotics which support gut health and indirectly help reduce inflammation throughout the body, including in the urinary system. If you enjoy warm evening treats, you can bake pear slices with a sprinkle of cinnamon for a naturally sweet, bladder-friendly dessert that feels comforting without being heavy. To get the most benefit, choose pears that are fully ripe but still firm to the touch. Overripe pears can be overly soft and lose some of their appealing texture, while underripe pears may be harder to digest. Store them at room temperature until they reach the ripeness you prefer. Then place them in the refrigerator to extend freshness. If you live alone or buy fruit in small quantities, selecting just 2 or 3 at a time can help you avoid waste. Wash them thoroughly before eating, especially if you enjoy the skin, which contains much of the fiber and beneficial plant compounds. And if biting into a raw pear is difficult due to dental concerns, slicing it thin or lightly steaming, it can make it easier to enjoy without losing its key benefits. By making pears a part of your regular evening rotation, you can enjoy a sweet, hydrating fruit that supports your body's natural rhythms without burdening your bladder. It's a small, comforting step toward quieter nights and more restful sleep, one that reminds you that even gentle choices can have a big impact on your well-being. Fruit you should eat. For 4, papaya. Papaya is a tropical fruit with a gentle sweetness and a soft texture that makes it easy to enjoy at any age. One of its most valuable gifts is an enzyme called papain, which aids digestion by helping break down proteins more efficiently. For older adults, this can be a quiet but powerful benefit, as sluggish digestion in the evening often leads to bloating or abdominal pressure. When your stomach feels heavy or gassy at night, it can press against the bladder, making you feel like you need to urinate more often. By improving digestion and reducing this pressure, papaya allows your bladder more room to rest, helping you avoid unnecessary nighttime trips to the bathroom. This isn't just about comfort, it's about preserving the deep restorative sleep that keeps you strong and alert during the day. Another reason papaya works well for evening eating is its moderate glycemic index. This means it raises blood sugar more slowly compared to high-sugar fruits like mangoes or grapes. For older adults, especially those mindful of their blood sugar levels, this steady release of energy is important. A sudden spike in blood sugar late in the day can cause your kidneys to pull more water into the urine, which can lead to increased nighttime urination. Papaya's gentle impact on blood sugar helps you avoid this problem while still satisfying your sweet tooth. Plus, its rich supply of vitamins A and C supports your immune system and helps reduce inflammation, including in the urinary tract. The combination of steady energy and anti-inflammatory support makes papaya a wise choice for anyone hoping to balance taste, health, and comfort at night. Preparing papaya for an evening snack is simple and pleasant. You can start by cutting the fruit in half lengthwise, scooping out the seeds, and slicing the soft flesh into bite-sized cubes. A small bowl about 1 cup makes for a light, satisfying serving that's easy on digestion. For extra flavor, a squeeze of fresh lime juice adds brightness without adding bladder-irritating acid like citrus fruits do. If you want a slightly more filling option, try mixing diced papaya into a small serving of cottage cheese or plain yogurt. This pairing adds protein, which helps keep blood sugar stable through the night. Papaya also blends well into smoothies. Combine it with almond milk and a sprinkle of cinnamon for a calming pre-bedtime drink. The mild sweetness pairs beautifully with warm spices, creating a dessert-like treat without the heavy calories or excessive sugar that can disrupt your sleep. While papaya is gentle for most people, there is one important caution to note. If you have a known latex allergy, you should approach papaya with care. The fruit contains substances that can cross-react with latex proteins, potentially causing allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. Symptoms can range from mild itching in the mouth to more serious responses. So if you've ever had a reaction to latex gloves or balloons, check with your doctor before making papaya a regular part of your diet. For those without this sensitivity, papaya remains a low-acid digestion-friendly fruit that can be enjoyed several evenings a week. By adding papaya to your evening rotation, you give yourself a sweet, nourishing way to wind down without overloading your bladder. It's a small choice that can lead to quieter nights, better digestion, and a more peaceful morning. For many older adults, it's these gentle, thoughtful swaps that restore a sense of control over health, reminding you that even in later years, your daily decisions can shape the quality of your life. Fruit you should eat. Number 5. Avocado. Avocado is a unique fruit, rich in creamy texture and loaded with healthy fats that can work wonders for your overall well-being. These fats, known as monounsaturated fats, are the kind your body thrives on, especially as you age. They help stabilize hormone levels, including those that regulate your sleep-wake cycle, which can make it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep through the night. Stable hormones also support mood balance, reduce stress responses, and promote steady energy during the day, all of which contribute to deeper rest when bedtime arrives. For many older adults, improving sleep isn't just about avoiding caffeine or using blackout curtains. It's also about nourishing the body with the right nutrients at the right time. An avocado can quietly play a role in that. Another standout benefit of avocado is its impressive potassium content. Potassium is a vital mineral that helps maintain electrolyte balance in your body, supporting proper nerve function and muscle relaxation. For the bladder, this means fewer involuntary contractions during the night, one of the hidden causes behind waking up to urinate even when fluid intake has been modest. A well-balanced electrolyte system also helps your kidneys manage fluid output more effectively, reducing the chances of excess urine production while you sleep. In everyday terms, this could mean the difference between sleeping soundly until morning or waking 2 or 3 times to use the bathroom. Many older Americans unknowingly fall short on potassium, and incorporating avocado into the diet is an easy, delicious way to help fill that gap. Adding avocado to your evening meal or snack is both simple and versatile. You can mash half an avocado on a slice of whole grain toast as part of a light dinner, or slice it into a fresh salad with leafy greens and cherry tomatoes. Drizzle with a little olive oil and balsamic vinegar for flavor that feels indulgent yet supports your health goals. If you prefer something softer before bed, try blending avocado into a smoothie with almond milk, spinach, and a touch of honey. It creates a creamy, satisfying drink that's easy to digest and gentle on the stomach. You can also mix diced avocado into a small portion of quinoa or brown rice for a balanced, nutrient-rich side dish that won't overload your bladder. The key is to enjoy avocado in a way that pairs with proteins or fiber, so its benefits are sustained throughout the night without spiking blood sugar. However, avocado is calorie-dense, and while its fats are healthy, the calories can add up quickly if you're not mindful. One medium avocado can contain over 200 calories, which might be more than you realize if you're adding it generously to multiple meals. For most older adults, half an avocado per day is a reasonable serving that delivers the benefits without tipping calorie balance in the wrong direction. If weight management is part of your health plan, simply measure your portions and consider using the other half for the next day's meal. This way, you still enjoy the rich texture and nutritional boost of avocado while keeping your overall energy intake in check. By making avocado a thoughtful part of your evening routine, you give your body healthy fats to steady your hormones, potassium to calm your bladder, and a satisfying sense of nourishment that helps set the stage for better sleep. It's a small, intentional choice that can help you wake feeling more rested, more in control, and ready to face the day with confidence. And that, for many, is exactly the kind of change worth making. 5 fruits to avoid to help reduce nocturia. Fruit to avoid. Number 1. Pineapple. Pineapple is a fruit many people associate with summer picnics, fruit salads, and healthy eating, but it can quietly cause problems for older adults dealing with nighttime urination. One of the main concerns is its strong natural acidity. That tangy flavor you enjoy comes from acids that can irritate the sensitive lining of the bladder. For someone whose bladder is already more reactive with age, this irritation can trigger urgent signals far more often than necessary, especially at night when you're trying to rest. Pineapple also contains bromelain, a natural enzyme known for its ability to help break down protein and reduce inflammation in some parts of the body. While this can be beneficial for digestion, bromelain may also stimulate bladder activity in sensitive individuals. When combined with the fruit's high water content, that stimulation can make your bladder more active in the evening hours, setting you up for more interruptions during sleep. The final factor to consider is pineapple's high natural sugar content. Even though its natural sugar still affects your body by raising blood glucose levels, which in turn can increase urine production. If you enjoy pineapple late in the day, you may be unintentionally giving your kidneys more work to do at night, making it harder to get a full stretch of uninterrupted sleep. If pineapple is one of your favorites, you don't necessarily have to give it up entirely. Instead, consider enjoying small portions earlier in the day, ideally before mid-afternoon, to give your body time to process both the acids and sugars before bedtime. Pairing it with a protein source like cottage cheese can also help slow the sugar absorption and lessen its impact. By making these small adjustments, you can still enjoy the flavor you love while protecting your bladder and your sleep. Fruit to avoid number 2. Oranges and other citrus fruits. Oranges, grapefruits, tangerines, and other citrus fruits are often praised for their high vitamin C content and refreshing flavor. But for many older adults, they can quietly trigger nighttime bladder issues. The main culprit is citric acid, the natural compound that gives citrus its bright, tangy taste. While it's harmless for some people, citric acid can irritate the lining of the bladder, making it more sensitive and more likely to send urgent signals even when it's not full. This irritation is especially common in older adults whose bladder tissues may already be more delicate due to age-related changes. In addition to the acidity, citrus fruits are also rich in fructose, a natural sugar that in high amounts can draw more water into the urine. This effect can increase the volume of urine your kidneys produce, particularly if you enjoy citrus late in the day. The combination of bladder irritation from citric acid and increased fluid output from fructose can be a recipe for restless nights with multiple trips to the bathroom interrupting your sleep. For example, a tall glass of orange juice with dinner may seem like a healthy choice, but it delivers a concentrated dose of both acid and sugar just hours before bedtime. That can set off a chain reaction: bladder sensitivity, greater urine production, and disrupted rest that leaves you feeling drained the next morning. If you enjoy citrus, you don't have to remove it from your diet entirely. The key is timing and portion control. Try consuming citrus fruits in the morning or early afternoon, allowing your body time to process the acids and sugars well before bedtime. Pairing citrus with lower acid foods can also help buffer its impact on your bladder. By making small adjustments, you can still enjoy the bright, refreshing flavor of citrus without sacrificing a peaceful night's sleep. Fruit to avoid number 3. Grapes. Grapes are often seen as a harmless snack, easy to pop into your mouth, sweet and refreshing. But for many older adults, they can quietly contribute to nighttime urination. One of the main reasons is their high fructose content. Fructose is a natural sugar, but in large amounts, it can be difficult for the body to process efficiently. When the liver is overloaded with fructose, it can convert some of it into uric acid, which over time may contribute to joint discomfort or gout flare-ups. For the bladder, the impact is more immediate. High fructose levels can act as a mild diuretic, drawing more water into the urine and increasing urine volume. This means that a generous handful of grapes in the evening, especially the sweeter varieties, can lead to more frequent bathroom trips during the night. The problem is that grapes are so easy to overeat. Because they're small and bite-sized, it's common to eat far more than you realize, delivering a concentrated dose of sugar and fluids right before bedtime. For example, enjoying a big bowl of grapes while watching TV after dinner might feel light and healthy, but it's actually giving your kidneys extra work just when your body should be winding down. If you love grapes, the best approach is moderation and timing. Enjoy them earlier in the day, ideally as part of your lunch, so your body has time to process the sugars and fluids before nighttime. Limiting portions to about a cup and pairing them with a protein source such as a small piece of cheese or a handful of nuts can also help slow the sugar absorption and reduce the impact on your bladder. With a little planning, you can still enjoy their sweetness without letting them disrupt your sleep. Fruit to avoid. 4. Watermelon. Watermelon is often considered the ultimate summer treat, cool, refreshing, and hydrating. But for older adults concerned about nighttime urination, it can be a hidden culprit. Its extremely high water content means that eating a generous portion in the evening floods your system with fluids. While hydration is important, taking in that much liquid close to bedtime almost guarantees more trips to the bathroom during the night, interrupting the deep sleep your body needs. Watermelon also has a high glycemic index, which means it can raise blood sugar quickly. This spike can prompt your kidneys to produce more urine as they work to filter the excess glucose from your bloodstream. For older adults whose bodies may already be less efficient at regulating blood sugar, the combination of rapid fluid intake and increased urine production can be especially disruptive. Even if you fall asleep easily, the need to urinate can pull you out of rest multiple times, leaving you groggy and unrefreshed in the morning. Picture this. You enjoy a large bowl of chilled watermelon after dinner while relaxing on the porch. It feels light and healthy, but by midnight, you're waking up with a full bladder. By morning, you realize you were up 2 or 3 times and your sleep was anything but restorative. If you love watermelon, you don't have to give it up entirely. The key is to enjoy it earlier in the day, ideally before mid-afternoon, so your body has time to process the fluids before bedtime. Pairing it with protein like a few slices of cheese can also help slow the blood sugar spike. By timing your watermelon right, you can still savor its sweetness while protecting your sleep and keeping your nights peaceful. Fruit to avoid. 5. Mangoes are often called the king of fruits for their rich flavor, velvety texture, and tropical sweetness. But for older adults, especially those dealing with nighttime urination, they can be more of a troublemaker than a treat. The biggest concern is their exceptionally high natural sugar content. While natural sugar may seem harmless, the body processes it in much the same way it does refined sugar, causing a spike in blood glucose levels. For seniors whose insulin response may be slower or less efficient, that spike can be sharper and last longer, triggering a cascade of effects that disturb the night's rest. When blood sugar rises quickly, the kidneys respond by pulling extra water from the body to help remove the excess glucose. This means more urine is produced often hours after you've eaten the fruit. If you enjoy a ripe, juicy mango after dinner, your body may still be processing that sugar load well into the night, leading to 1 or more urgent bathroom trips. For someone already trying to protect their sleep and reduce nighttime disruptions, this can be a frustrating and exhausting cycle. There's also the challenge of portion control. Mangoes are so delicious and satisfying that it's easy to eat more than intended, especially if they're diced into bite-sized cubes or blended into a smoothie. A large serving can deliver the sugar equivalent of several teaspoons. And when consumed in the evening, this sugar rush can keep your bladder and kidneys active long past bedtime. If you truly love mangoes, the key is to manage when and how you enjoy them. Try having a small portion, no more than half a cup earlier in the day, preferably as part of a balanced meal that includes protein and healthy fats. This combination slows sugar absorption, reduces the spike, and lessens the strain on your bladder at night. You can also pair mango with high-fiber foods like chia pudding or plain Greek yogurt to further stabilize blood sugar. By being mindful of timing and portions, you can still savor the tropical sweetness of mango without sacrificing your sleep. The goal isn't to eliminate every food you love, it's to make thoughtful adjustments that keep you in control of your health. With a little planning, you can enjoy your favorites and still wake up feeling rested, steady, and ready to start the day. Summary of the harms from these 5 fruits. When we look at pineapple citrus, fruits, grapes, watermelon, and mango, the common thread becomes clear. They can all disrupt the delicate balance your body needs for a restful night's sleep. Each of these fruits in its own way increases bladder sensitivity, boosts urine production, or spikes blood sugar levels, which can set off a chain reaction leading to more nighttime bathroom trips. For older adults, those interruptions are not just inconvenient. They slowly erode the quality of sleep your body depends on for healing memory and energy. Poor sleep over weeks or months can weaken the immune system, strain the heart, and make balance and focus more difficult during the day. You may start to notice more fatigue, more stiffness, or even a higher risk of falls. And while it's easy to think that it's just part of aging, the truth is that much of this disruption can be reduced by making thoughtful choices about what and when you eat. The goal is not to banish these fruits from your life entirely. They are healthy in many contexts. It's about timing, portion control, and understanding how your body reacts at this stage of life. By enjoying them earlier in the day or in smaller amounts, you can still savor their flavors without letting them steal your rest. You have more influence over your nights than you might realize. Small, consistent changes to your evening habits can give you deeper sleep, steadier energy, and better health for years to come. And that is a trade worth making. Tips for combining diet and lifestyle to reduce. Nighttime urination. Managing. Nighttime urination isn't just about avoiding certain foods. It's about creating a daily rhythm that works with your body. Start by front-loading your water intake earlier in the day, aiming to drink most of it before late afternoon. This keeps you hydrated without overloading your bladder in the hours before bed. In the morning, engage in light exercise such as a 20-minute walk, gentle stretching, or yoga. These activities help maintain circulation, reduce fluid retention in the legs, and support overall bladder health. In the evening, avoid vigorous exercise close to bedtime as it can raise your heart rate, stimulate your bladder, and make it harder to relax into restful sleep. Equally important is limiting substances that can irritate your bladder or increase urine production in the hours before you sleep. Caffeine, whether from coffee, tea, or chocolate, acts as a diuretic and stimulant, making your bladder more active and your mind less ready for rest. Alcohol has a similar effect, disrupting hormone balance and increasing urine output. Salty foods like processed snacks, canned soups, or deli meats cause your body to hold onto fluid earlier in the evening and then release it later, often during the night. By consciously reducing these triggers after mid-afternoon, you give your body a better chance to maintain a calm, steady bladder overnight. A light bladder-friendly dinner can set the stage for a peaceful night. For example, you might enjoy a small grilled chicken breast with steamed green beans and a side of quinoa. Add half a ripe pear or a small bowl of blueberries for dessert. Both are gentle on the bladder and won't spike your blood sugar late in the day. Pair the meal with a modest glass of water or herbal tea, finishing your drink at least an hour before bed. This combination provides balanced nutrition, keeps evening fluids moderate, and avoids the acid, sugar, and irritants that can trigger nighttime urgency. By pairing smart dietary choices with supportive lifestyle habits, you can take real control over nighttime urination. Small, consistent adjustments can lead to deeper sleep, steadier mornings, and more confidence in your body's ability to work with you, not against you. 7-day practical action plan. Think of this as a gentle but focused reset for your body. For the next 7 days, build your meals around 1 or 2 fruits from the should-eat list, such as cherries, blueberries, pears, papaya, or avocado. Rotate them daily so your body benefits from a variety of nutrients, and include them mainly in your lunch or early evening snack. This keeps your diet interesting, supports your bladder health, and avoids overloading your system with the same fruit every day. Planning ahead by writing out your choices for the week can make it easier to follow through. Aim to have your last substantial serving of fruit at least 2 hours before bedtime. Spread your water intake evenly from morning until mid-afternoon, tapering off toward the evening so your bladder isn't overloaded at night. A good routine might include a glass of water upon waking, smaller sips with each meal, and a final half cup of herbal tea about an hour before bed. Also, allow yourself short periods of rest during the day, 10 to 15 minutes, in a comfortable chair to reduce stress and help your body process fluids more evenly. Keep a simple notebook or use a calendar to track your body's responses. Each night, jot down what fruits you ate when you last had a drink and the quality of your sleep. Note how many times you woke up to use the bathroom and how easy it was to fall back asleep. Over time, you'll start to see patterns. Perhaps certain fruits help you sleep longer, or drinking water too close to bedtime leads to more interruptions. This awareness gives you the power to fine-tune your routine for the best results. By following this 7-day plan and adjusting based on your own notes, you create a system that works with your body instead of against it. The result can be fewer nighttime disruptions, better rest, and mornings that feel lighter, steadier, and more in your control. We've covered a lot together, so let's bring it all back into focus. There are 5 fruits that can quietly support your bladder health and improve your nights: cherries, blueberries, pears, papaya, and avocado. Each of these brings its own unique benefits, from calming bladder irritation to balancing fluid levels and supporting steady blood sugar. And there are 5 fruits that, while healthy in other ways, can work against you when it comes to nighttime urination: pineapple, citrus, fruits, grapes, watermelon, and mango. These can increase bladder activity, raise urine production, or spike your blood sugar late in the day, setting you up for more interrupted sleep. Knowing which fruits to choose and which to limit is one of the simplest steps you can take toward more peaceful nights. Here's my encouragement for you. Don't just think about these tips. Try them. For the next 2 weeks, choose 2 or 3 of the should-eat fruits to include in your afternoon or early evening meals, and avoid fruits after mid-afternoon. Keep a small journal beside your bed and note how many times you wake during the night, how easy it is to fall back asleep, and how rested you feel in the morning. You might be surprised by how quickly you notice a difference. Even a single extra hour of uninterrupted sleep can improve your mood, focus, and energy during the day. And the best part is that this experiment is safe, natural, and completely within your control. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these fruits do you eat most often, and have you ever noticed they affect your nights? Share your experience in the comments so we can all learn from one another. If this video or guide gave you even one useful idea, please click the subscribe button so you don't miss future tips that could make a real difference in your health. And give this video a like. It's a small action, but it tells me you value this kind of content and want more of it. Together, we can build a community where every older adult feels informed, supported, and empowered to make simple changes for better health. And that journey starts with the choices we make tonight.